Hey, Rudy with Groovy Cycleworks here. Welcome back. There's been a lot of discussion recently on a couple different forums about the advantages of machine use versus hand filing and mitering. Well, one of the things I want to talk about today is areas where I need to use a machine because hand filing is just not possible for the type of design that we're working with. One of those projects is the hot rod cranks that we produce. There's a number of very intricate and difficult angles and copes that are made within the piece that just are not attainable in a repeatable and accurate fashion with hand filing. One such example is the crank arm that I'm going to show you right here. There are multiple machine steps that are used to create the different aspects that you see right here. That would make hand filing in a repeatable manner almost impossible. So what we're going to talk about today, what I'm going to show you today, is one of the steps where we're using an end mill and dedicated fixturing inside the vise of the vertical mill to achieve this profile right here. This very difficult, long mitered cut that leads to the pedal buck. Alright, so let's take a look. Here is the basic fixture as it mounts into the jaws of the Kurt vise on the vertical machine. I'll then take the tube and carefully place it between the vise jaws in the fixture using the locating pin to make sure the orientation of my piece is repetitive. I'll then tighten down the jaws and the little quick clamp on top. Now that the piece is mounted, we're ready to cut. Performing this milling operation is delicate. We have the end mill turning in a climbing fashion as it moves through the piece of material. I'm just barely catching about half of the 035 wall as I make the move around the end of the crank arm. To engage more material than that would easily rip and deform the end of the tube. This type of machining must be precise and patient to ensure that the tube and the resultant cut is not deformed or damaged in any way. As I move around the end into the opposite side, we then need to carefully feed the end mill away from the tube at the terminus of the milling operation to ensure that the teeth do not grab the material and tear it either. And our finished product is clean, burr-free, and will provide a stable platform for the cap that will then encompass the pedal buck. So there you have it. One example of using a machine to make precision, accurate, repeatable cuts of very delicate nature that would not be achievable otherwise. 75 cranks in this run, 4 of those miters per crank. You can see how hand filing would quickly fall out of favor. Thanks for stopping in. Hope to see you next time.